This is Lyric Birdscapes, an exhibition at the Jule Museum that pairs work from our John James Audubon collection with poems. Here's one of the poems written by a graduate student at Auburn in response to work in the exhibition.
My name is Davis Brasfield, and this is Mirrorbird. I try to feel something as I look at the pelican printed on elephant folio paper, but pelicans are quiet, and this art isn't speaking to me either. I just see a bird, an opportunistic scavenger when hungry. A pelican's no better than a seagull. Noisy seagulls are punished, poisoned, shot, hated, wronged any way possible because no one cares to defend the birds that thrive. Just because they're efficient and basic, they eat what no one else will. I hear gull shrieks just from reading their names. Pelicans only make a sound when they dive in to catch a fish. They hit the water, pelicans, their flush beaks and weird hose necks, but maybe good art is just ugly things presented right. I think I might not get art, but I know that there are rules for scoffing at what I should scoff at. Like, we think seagulls, yuck. Not pelicans, who are just as trashy, not only thieves, bullies too, but they're bigger, quieter, and less good at living. Well, I came to this museum to hear something. I want to be moved, so I move on to another piece framed across the room from the pelican. I look and I think, and then I actually say, how tacky, laugh, like there's anyone here to joke with. Not because it's a bad piece, but because the man in the painting is painted, in watercolor on a shiny silver surface. And when dry, he's so barely there that when I angle myself perfect, my face superimposes onto his, and I can only see myself. When I finally get over myself, I can see the pelican faintly beside the man. It gives me a bad feeling. Opportunists take the chances you allow for them. I forget my face and position myself to block the pelican from the mirror with my body, because there's a hunger in the bird's eye. I'm not dumb. I get birds. I know a desperate pelican would try to eat its own reflection. When I started working on this poem, I just wanted to think about what sort of things are represented in art, and I was thinking back to sort of my hometown and how there's a reverence for pelicans, where seagulls are sort of considered trash birds, things that people really don't like and would prefer not to be there. So I wanted to keep that in this poem, but as I was working on it, something I had to think about was the positioning of everything in this piece, and yeah, I just thought back to my time in the museum looking at the art.